Welcome back to another video. YouTube, it's your boy Brian Felix here, bringing you guys another video representing Mendez Mobile Detailing, the greatest detailing company in Richmond, Virginia. So we're just gonna go ahead and continue off from the last video that I made the other day. So basically, I left off at the course, right? So I'm gonna just go ahead and talk specifically about Detail Groove's SEO course here. Now, I don't think you guys know who Detail Groove is, so I'm gonna just give you guys a quick overview. So if you don't know who he is a YouTuber, entrepreneur, detailer, right? So he's just someone that I looked up to, and I still do to this day. And I just watched all his videos about SEO and kind of just learned how to rank my website on Google, because I knew that it would bring me more clients, more business, and essentially more revenue, more money for my business, right? So came across his YouTube page and I came across his course, ended up buying it. So we're just gonna go ahead and talk about it here in this video. So sit back, relax, make sure you guys hit the like button. All the tools, all the products will be linked down below, so make sure you guys check them out, as well as the merch that I'm wearing right now. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with this video. Let's go. Alright, so before we get into the results and the outcome based off the course, I first want to talk about what the course actually includes, right? So I'm not trying to promote this course in any way. I'm just talking about my experience and my personal opinion on the course, right? I'm not calling him out, I'm not dissing him. This is just a personal opinion on how I took the course and got results from it, and et cetera, right? So the course has a very like step-by-step structure, right? So Oscar did a very good job of making sure that everything you did was in order, right? So he first starts off by your mindset, just showing you examples of other websites, what actually is SEO, before he actually starts giving you information on what you should do to your website. He just basically goes over the background, like the history and stuff, like what SEO is, different types of SEO, black hat, white hat. You guys are seeing here in the power slide here, the PowerPoint here, you're seeing that it has a picture of the actual stuff that was included in the course. Now, I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to show everything, because you got to buy this course, man. This is something you got to pay for. Invest in yourself. Make sure you guys, do so if you please, and you want to do something like that for yourself. So yeah, we're just talking about the beginning of the course now, and now we're just gonna go ahead and jump in straight into the juice. I'm gonna just show you guys some quick results on the picture here, just showing you guys what actually took occurrence after the course and before the course, right? So I'm gonna show you guys what the website was doing before I bought the SEO course, and then I'm gonna show you a picture of what happened after the course. All right, so I bought the course, let's say March 2020. I bought the course March 2020. I saved up a little bit of money, and I was, very able to go ahead and purchase the course. So I bought it, and then I immediately started watching every video. I mean, when you buy something, you don't just buy it and just let it sit around, right? Well, I hope you don't. So I bought the course, and then I actually just started incorporating everything that he was mentioning in the video to my website, immediately, right? So he's like I said, he's making it a step-by-step process. He shows you how to buy a domain, how to get a hosting for your website, how, like, everything you could think of, everything you need is in this course, honestly. Even the mindset, just, the way you think, the way you see things, is included in this course. And it helped me tremendously. It helped things a lot. And it helped make things a lot clearer, more simple, and just, it was easy to take action on, which is very important when you buy a course or when you invest in anything. You want to make sure that it's, straight to the point, and you don't have 10 videos of just them talking and just trying to, get you riled up for nothing. So I highly recommend the course, honestly. You guys are going to see in this picture here, this was my website in a year. So in a year, we had under 2,000 visits to the website. Now, this was all just, from people maybe on Instagram or maybe on Facebook, just sharing the link to friends and family members. This is just random people. These weren't targeted people at all. Maybe a Facebook ad here and there, but it wasn't, targeted or organic. It wasn't organic reach. So in the second slide here, you're gonna go ahead and see that majority of the visits for the following year were from Google. You guys see here, I think it's it's 263% up from the previous year, which is insane because that's a huge difference, a huge jump. And it just goes to show that if you put the work in on the website, you're gonna see results, but you'll see them later on down the line. Now, people always hit me up like, yo, like I've been working on my website for 2 months. Why am I not seeing results? And honestly, I didn't see results until like an entire year later. So it kind of just goes to show like you just have to stay patient, just making sure that you're doing everything correctly and following the course, right? If you don't have a course, then just try your best to watch YouTube videos and just try to see what you can incorporate and just make sure that you're doing everything that the video is showing you, because there's a lot of stuff that might go missing. You might forget maybe your like URL link or something like that, and that could definitely deteriorate your progress and slow you down from getting the actual results that you want to see. So you guys see here, in a year we went from almost 2,000 to the next following year, 2021, we had 6,000 results to the website, which was a huge difference, and it's all organic reach. It was all thanks to Detail Group's course. So just to show you guys real quick, straight off the rip, I did get some crazy feedback, crazy results from taking the course. So I highly recommend it. And now let's get into some juice and kind of just, the process, the journey that was going on behind the scenes when I was, working on the website and stuff like that. So I'm sorry, Oscar, if I'm giving away some of the course information and stuff like that. I don't mean to. It's just kind of like important that I'm showing and being transparent with my audience here. So I had a Google My Business account, which I think was included in the SEO course. I also have the other course, Detailing as a Business, but I can't remember which it was on. But anyways, if you don't have a Google My Business, I highly recommend you guys start one ASAP. So you guys see here, I have 11 reviews. I had a target keyword in my bio, my words, which was wrong. You don't want to do that. And I was just tracking my keywords, right? So I was using Ubersuggest to track the keywords that I was incorporating into my website. And I was just simply trying to make sure that, I was keeping track of which words were working. And I was just doing a lot of research on, people in my area, what words they were using for their website, what keywords they were ranking for, just, making sure that I wrote that down maybe in the Google Doc or a piece of paper, and then just seeing how many results they were getting from that on a monthly basis. And I mean, it was just a lot of research, honestly, at the beginning stages. It was just research, and just tracking, making sure that I was tracking the keywords that I was using, so I wasn't, using them again or maybe using them the wrong way. Because thing about keywords is, you can word things similarly, but they can rank differently. So let's say you have a keyword, let's use car detailing in Richmond, right? So that's a keyword there, car detailing in Richmond. Someone could go on Google and look that up, but there could be a big difference when, they add like a word. So it's car detailing in Richmond, right? So that little in, like 2 letters right there, can make a big difference on the search volume or on the results that they're getting based off that keyword. So car detailing Richmond and then car detailing in Richmond will both have different results, and they'll both be getting different volume on a monthly basis. So that's something very important that you guys got to take into consideration. All right, so now we are officially in 2021, right? So this is like an entire year. 2020, I put in work on the website every day for an entire year, followed the course, and I just, read books. I just, kept trying to build and expand my mindset. And 2021 was, when it all just came, to light. It just, I started getting results, right? So 2021 was actually when everything just started booming. I was, making sure that I was collecting reviews and making content. So I was actually on YouTube at the time already, and I was just making reels for my Instagram page, just make sure I was posting before and after pictures. Nothing changed from 2019 and 2020, and 2021 I kind of just, expanded and made more, or put more effort into making content. And 2022 is going to be triple that, right? So, hence this video here. So my Google My Business page, I had videos, pictures, and I had reviews on my work and, people's feedback already. So basically I had a whole ecosystem already built up to where a point where I started getting eyeballs and people trusted me off rip, right? So let's just take it into consideration. Let's say you go into a restaurant and you haven't been there, but you want to go ahead and look them up, right? That's what we all do. At least that's what I do. I look them up on Google, and if they have, let's say, 2 reviews and they're both 5 stars, I'm gonna still be a little skeptical, right? I'm gonna still be like, why is there only 2 reviews? Let me just go look for another one. So if there's another website or another restaurant and they have 75 5 stars, it's human nature. We're just gonna go ahead and trust that person or that restaurant a lot more, simply because their number is higher. They have more volume. There's more people going in and out their store, and it's just more easier for us as humans to trust that person over the person that has only 2, right? So this is very important, you guys. If you don't have reviews, you need to get them ASAP, like ASAP. Offer discounts to clients if you want to. I wouldn't recommend you do that, because some clients are, most clients are more than happy to help you out with leaving a good review. But if things are getting hard to get the reviews, just be like, hey, I'll give you $5 off. I'm gonna go ahead and send you a link. Just make sure you post a review for me, and I'll discount you $5, whatever. Just try to be creative with a way you can capture the reviews, because they are very important. Basically, like I was saying, the trust was there. Clients were already trusting in me. I just didn't have the volume. I didn't have a lot of people swarming in to see the website. So after the course, that's what actually happened. So here, this is what the numbers were for that time, and then you guys are gonna quickly see the big drastic difference in January 2021, where basically it was the first month of me actually seeing results from the Google SEO from the course. We are in 2021 now. This is like what I said, the year where everything just started clicking, right? So January made a huge jump. Everybody was calling me. Everybody was asking me about my detailing services, and it was, it's cold out right now. And this is the same time last year. It's cold out right now, so things were only, it was only so much that I could do in the day. It starts getting dark and stuff. So, I was just accepting and taking on as much clients as I was, physically and, humanly possible to take on. So I was still detailing out my Acura RSX, and you guys are seeing a picture here. Everybody that called from an apartment complex, I just turned them away, or I, recommended they go somewhere else, because I didn't have a water tank. I didn't have a generator. I wasn't able to take on that work, but I knew deep down inside that I have enough other people that are at homes, and, they're willing to let me use their water source and their power source, that, I just didn't, feel a need to I desperately need to get this apartment detailed, so. And when I did feel desperate, I would just tell them hey, just if you can, please make sure ask your clients, don't tell them hey, just drop it off. Just ask them are you able to drop it off to me? And if they say yes, then boom, it's a win-win. Just let them know what time you'll be done with the detail, when they could pick it up and stuff like that, because people are gonna need a ride. And yeah, I mean, if it was an apartment complex and I couldn't do it, yo, can you drop it off to the house? By any means, I was, trying to get cars detailed, making clients happy. And it was just all about, honestly, just making sure that I was making money for the business, so I can get to whatever goals I had set. So hopefully I'm not talking too fast for you guys. I'm trying to, make sure that I'm putting this out there in a verbally pleasing way, right? I don't want to be stuttering or making sure that I'm not mixing in my words and stuff like that. But now it's actually March 2021, and now, I was just looking at the numbers, and it's just insane how quick stuff just changed, right? Now, when I say quick, it's it happened boom, it happened quick. But mind you, a whole year before that, I was already putting in the work on the website to make this happen, right? So it's just something you guys got to take into consideration. Make sure that you're being patient with the work you're putting in. Don't put in work for a month and just be damn, I wish I had $1 million right now. Where's my $1 million? It's just not going to work out that way. And I quickly learned that myself. A very, humbling experience, and I'm going through it again, right? You're just going to always keep repeating that cycle where you're just you You think you deserve something, and you do, and you will get it, but it's just gonna take you a little bit more time to get to what you actually want to get. Right? So March comes around, and I'm just, already I've been detailing for a year out of my car, right? And my car was low. You guys, if you're into cars and stuff like that, I had 10 coilovers, and I was just slammed, right? So I would just be super uncomfortable. I couldn't make it up certain people's driveway. I just, was very limited with the car. I had to always set up my pressure washer, connect all my pressure washer, the wall. I had to connect everything. I had to set up the vacuum every single time, take it apart, and just make sure that at the end of the day I would like clean my car out, because it was my daily driver. I had to, use that car to go to the gym or do stuff. And I just couldn't keep driving around with all this detailed stuff in my, in my trunk. So I would just empty everything out on a daily basis, right? And this thing, just doing that thing right there just annoyed me so much, and it pushed me to save money. So I actually ended up saving a lot of money. I just saved everything that like I wasn't spending. It was just going into savings, because I knew I wanted to get a Ford Transit, and I knew I didn't want to continue working out of my damn car. So now it's actually April 2021, and I saw the Transit that I liked, and I actually hit up Andre from Wings, and I asked him like, hey man, like, do you think the Ford Transit is a good purchase? What route should I go? He gave me his advice. He gave me some great advice. He was like, man, they're great vans. They're good on gas. You can easily fit everything you need in them. And, I just went ahead and, kept looking and looking and looking and looking. And after a while, I wanted to buy cash, but then I was like, that's kind of not smart to just drop that much money on a van. Like, what am I going to do after I do that, right? So I came across a finance, right, option. When I went to a dealer, they were like, hey, like, you can just finance this, you have good credit, whatever. And mind you, I was already working on the credit, and it's very important you guys work on your credit. So the van is actually under my personal name right now. And, in the future, I do want to build the Mendez credit line as well. But just, for reference, it is under my name. So it was my first car loan, right? I've always been like, let me just buy cash. Let me just own the entire thing. But at this point, I was starting to think a little different, trying to be smart, right? So I was like, let me just go ahead and, finance it so it can help me build my credit and help me actually have enough money left over to buy my air compressor, to upgrade my tools and products, because I didn't want to drop all the cash on the van and still keep the same methods of having to set everything up, right? More space didn't mean that everything was already like plugged in and ready to go. So I went ahead and invested, I think it was like anywhere from like 2,000 to 5,000 on like buying the products, make sure my setup was looking good on the interior and stuff like that. And after a while, it just felt good, man. It just felt good to have the van and not have to be always in the car. So that just goes to show you guys, man, like, things just worked out, honestly, and I'm still gonna continue working. This is not the end. It's only the beginning of the actual detailing business that I'm, gonna go ahead and expand on. It's only the beginning. So this is just a video, honestly, just showing you guys the beginning, like how much work it took to even just like to even start, right? Because I don't even feel like I started yet, and it's just like, it's hard for me to explain to you guys, because you guys are so hungry, which is good. But you gotta understand, like, you're gonna work so hard to only start to chase your dreams and goals, right? And it's just all about progressing, just making sure that you're being consistent, persistent, and just making sure that you're believing in yourself, right? So I'm gonna just go ahead and list the 3 things that I learned from the course, just like what life lessons I took from the course, and just how quickly things change in a positive way. Because the course not only teaches you, honestly, how to rank and build your website, but after you do incorporate all these lessons and stuff like that, your life changes. Like, honestly, like, your life is going to change once you incorporate what Oscar is talking about, because now you have actual clients, actual money coming in, that you can, buy that car you want, or buy those shoes that you want, or, go on those dates that you want to go on, or, You know what I'm saying? Because everything revolves around money, and it's just the way that I think. You might not think so, but it just respect my opinion, and I feel like everything involves around money. If you don't have money, then you really are limited to what you can do in life. So it's just crazy how this course I spent $300 and I got back like 50 grand, 60,000. Like it's just, you know what I mean? Like it's just crazy how much an investment could take you, right? So this is going to be the end of the video here. You guys are seeing the biggest lessons that I learned. I'm not going to talk about it because you guys can read them. But this is just a good ass course. Honestly, I would definitely recommend you guys check it out because it changed my life for the better. And shout out to Oscar from Detail Groove. It's just the best course, man. It's niche specific. So if you're a detailer, you have everything you need step by step, and you know exactly what you're doing, and you know that you're not screwing anything up. So yeah, without further ado, make sure you guys check out the links down below. Like, comment, share, subscribe. If you have any questions, make sure you guys check it out. I don't really have a link to the course because I don't want to do that. But if you guys want to check out Detail Groove, I'll link his channel down below, and maybe you guys can, you know, Instagram or DM or something. Just, you know, hit him up for his course because I'm not getting paid or anything like that to promote it. So I'm not going to do that. But if you want to, you know, start a little affiliate link, let me know, Oscar. You know what I mean? I'll promote it gladly because it's a great course. And, you know, he's continuing to upgrade and add new videos and lessons to it every day now. So, yeah, I mean, ain't much to it but to do it, man. Hustle never settle. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.